Okay, let's get started with this space fortress. First thing I want to do is create the background. So for that I'll create a gradient and then I'll drop a multiply layer over that, like so. And then I'll want to blend that all in to create a misty star, well, a misty space background if you like. There we are, blend that in, smoothen the blend out a little bit more here. Just get rid of those crisscrosses there. Okay, and now I want to add a star field. I'll use a custom brush for this, and I'll paste that onto a single layer, blur that, and then continue the process. Add to another layer, merge that down, until I create like a basic star field. So I'm just using the round brush, and I'm using the airbrush, just to build up a basic star field over the space background I've just created. There we go, you can see the airbrush in action there. Just blurs the edges, anti-aliases the edges a little bit more, that's all. So we've got a mixture of sharp and soft. Here I'm just extending the mist up a little bit more here in the middle, just so when I do put the space fortress in, I can see a little bit of mist behind it. Okay, start with the space fortress. I'll just use a square brush. I'll just indicate a basic half of the pattern that I want. And, just roughly what I want it to look like. Okay, I'll cut that out, paste it, and then I'll mirror that. There we go, so we have some symmetry, and I've got my basic fortress shape here. Lower the opacity. I'm going to do this by building up sort of blurred layers, just to give it a kind of semi-3D effect, if you will, or semi-perspective. Okay, I'll create some pylons. All this is a square tool that I've reduced the thickness of and just rotated around horizontally and vertically. Okay, I'll just roughly paint that in with the square tool, which is now a line tool. There we are, basic shape, blur that, and then reduce its opacity and drop it over. Again, I'm doing that with a darker blue this time. I'm going through the same process. Just vertical, horizontal lines randomly painted over the top, and just leaving a gap, or not sorry, leaving an area on the sides each time I do that. And, once I've got those in, I'll reduce the opacity again. There we are. We have a basic. So this time I'm going to darken the whole area. Then what I'll do is I'll cut out the pattern. So you'll see that I'm trying to leave a little bit of space between the new layer and the previous layers. So I'm trying not to overlap too much. And what I'll do is I'll use the eraser brush as a line tool, and then cut those bits out from the side. Here you go. So I'll just randomly cut those out, so you can see behind. And then here we'll add some platforms and panels just to start building up our space station. It's more of a sort of abstract pattern that to fool the eye into believing there's more there than there really is. Okay, that's some of the darker pylons at the front. Another layer of dark lines and dots and squares just to build up this abstract pattern. We'll use a new custom brush in a second just to erase from that. There you go. That gives it a very technical, well, it has a very technical feel to it now. Okay, we'll stamp some lights on. Again, using a custom brush just to randomly place those. Nice bright neon colours. And then we'll use the eraser tool to skim the lights, to make them a bit thinner, just so that they fit in with the size of the platform, or platforms and panels that we've created here. There we go. That looks a little bit better. And another custom brush now, and we'll use a couple of different colours, like pink and white here, just to fill out these lights. You don't want to overfill it with lights, just here and there, just enough to give it a feel of the lights are on, if you will. Okay, spread those out. A few little platforms here and there. Well, they're scaffolds, I should say, just to mix up the texture a little bit. Okay, a test fade, and that seemed to work. We'll add some lights on to this whole structure now. There we go. That's a sort of little aura at the back, a little haze behind the light. We'll add a little haze to the other lights as well. There you go. That looks better. Maybe just a few on this side to fill it out, and we'll just make ones and cut and paste those and put them to the other side. Okay, that looks okay. Just a few extra structures from one of my custom brushes. There you go, top and bottom. Fill that out a little bit more, and that's fine. Okay, yep, that's pretty much it looks alright faded. What we'll do is we'll copy that. Oh, actually no, I'm going to make a darken that in the centre with a multiplier. Okay, cool. Now we'll make a copy. Yeah, that looks alright. So let's merge them together and do that with the lights, and we'll make a copy and put that up in the corner. Yeah, one behind the other. I'm just test tilting this here. It didn't work, so I put it back. But yeah, we're happy with that, and that's the Space Fortress. Thanks for watching.